Hey, lovelies. I don't know if you, like me, are feeling a call to reflect deeper, like your normal end of the year reflection, so that you can start intention setting for the next year isn't quite cutting it. Like there's something more um, there that needs to be looked into. If you are, it may be because we are in a collective 9 year, and numerologically speaking, like we run in cycles of 9 years, right? So we're coming to an end of one 9 year cycle, and 2026 will be the beginning of a new 9 year cycle. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, it instantly clicked. And it was the fact that I wasn't just being called to reflect on just this year, I was being called into reflection on this cycle that we're in and to figure out what I wanted to close out from this cycle, what I wanted to carry forward from this cycle into the next cycle. To be able to start thinking of like, what do I want to create in that next cycle, and be aware of some of the things that I may be releasing as we transition between the cycles. So the things that maybe aren't meant to come with me from this cycle, but take a little longer to resolve than just the next couple of months. If you've been feeling that too, and if that resonates, and if that seems like 9 years is a lot to reflect on, and seems a little like chaotic and maybe overwhelming, cool, you're not alone. I felt that way initially first too. And I actually went through and I had to step back and like put some structure around this reflection. I've never done a like 9 year cycle reflection before. So I was like, this feels like really a lot. This feels heavy. This feels a lot. It feels overwhelming. And I kind of didn't want to sit down and do it. So it wasn't until I stepped back and like put some structure around it and kind of focused on things to look at and things to think about that it became a easier process, and like a process where I can do it in bits and pieces as I like remember kind of what was going on throughout these 9 years. And so I ended up like I created a document for it, which is now a workbook. And if you would like to access the workbook, go ahead and comment crafting cycles in on the video, and I will send you a link where you can access the workbook, which is the same thing that I'm using. And the way I'm using it is to um, literally like pop in and out. Each year has its own section, and they're like focus themes that we're looking at to kind of bring our mind and our memory to like, oh, what was going on around these things in your life, so you can kind of see overall, like just get the information out overall, and then see the patterns, and then decide like, this is what I'm closing out, this is what I'm carrying forward, like, more of this please. I'm done with this part, this is something I would like to work on, like letting go and not reliving all the time, and this is what I want to create moving forward into this new cycle. um, so again, if you want to access the workbook, just comment crafting cycles and I'll send you a link where you can access it. I am making it free to you, but I figured I wasn't the only one who was feeling this call to go deeper. And then when I realized it was 9 years, and like, I was like, that's a lot. So I found a way to make it simple for myself to do. And I figured I would share that with you if you guys were feeling the same way and wanted it. So let me know in the comments. Take care.